Coming back to Sri Lanka, when you think about it, we should not have this problem. We are rich with natural resources, we have our ocean, we have our water resources, and we have our traditional knowledge, and we have our brilliant private sector. Rohan spoke, Denver spoke. So why this thing is not clicking? I think that's the question. So that requires this transformational thinking or a disturbance on the way we work and way we share and we work together. So when you think about, George, the question you ask is how complex this is. Complexity comes from multitude of angles. One is the simple thing is not being aware of the environmental processes, the cause and effect factors. Take a simple example. When we deforest or degrade the upper watersheds, our rain capture goes down, water infiltration goes down, we silt our tanks, and we reduce our irrigation potential, power generation potential, urban services and everything. Now how do we, and then it went down all the way, we saw the corals, all this silt gets into corals and then come with the increased temperature and the El Ninos and the other things. Now these things get really complex. Now, how do we unpack this? How do you take this knowledge in a very simple way to all the corners? I think that's one of the challenges we see. That also comes with the economics. Now what is lacking in Sri Lanka is we don't quantify these things in terms of economics. For example, if you take the Kalani River Basin, which is one of my favorite examples, 1/4 of Sri Lankans live there. We drink that water. We have 10,000 businesses in operation. We need those livelihoods and 3 export zones. Now, how do we put all these things together? The connections and the economics. Now, this whole new subject is called the systematic ecosystem environmental accounting. In Sri Lanka, we are just starting to quantify each ecosystem monetarily and ecosystem wise and then put it together. So these kind of complexities are also compounded by the human resource capacity and also the data management. I think I want to harp on this data management because we see this as one of the critical areas. The information doesn't flow in a manner that is required. Now, for example, there was a good example. There was a huge crisis in the south of not having water. The simple example. One of the problems was that the farmers didn't go to the field at the right time. So the water was released by the irrigation, and the first round of water was not being used. And then there were more farmers cultivating beyond the carrying capacity because that was not somewhere, the science was not there. So at the end, there are so many paddy fields threatened by the drought, not having water. Now this season, the irrigation ministry and everybody is very concerned that everybody should go to the field on 25th of October. Do the Maha season in the right way. So these kind of things, I'm just throwing few examples to see the complexity. And then I think the Chio rightly said, think globally, act locally. Now we need to capitalize on most of the precision farming and very other techniques to reduce our water efficiency and energy efficiency, increase the energy efficiency and the water efficiency. So we are doing the right kind of adaptation and also bring everybody together with the right understanding and right information delivery so that we can work together and then on a right platform.